Hey all, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. The endgame continues, and we are moments away, literally seconds, from A, encountering the stronghold of Organization 13, and B, me wishing that, I could run HFC out of a more extravagant place than my bedroom.
Dead end?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Tom. I respect you and everything, but I don't think you're making enough YouTube money to buy your own, Death Castle.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day, but, poor Kairi. I'm amazed they let Pluto stay with her, unless they couldn't tame Pluto, his light was too much.
I don't really foresee Organization 13 have anything resembling a kennel. I don't think they have pets unless they pick, one of their nobody types to be a pet,
Yeah.
What are you going to do with us?
I don't know, lol.
You're the fire that feeds Sora's anger.
Well, that's it for me. Bye.
I was paid for those lines, and no more.
No. Sora's in danger because of me.
Knock knock. Room service.
Yeah, really good security you have here, guys. Anybody can just literally open a door in and out of this place with darkness, looks like.
Yourself.
Do you think Xemnas foresaw this?
Maybe? I don't know. What they usually have done throughout this series, I notice, is whenever there's a plot hole, later on, Xehanort or some version of him goes, well, I anticipated this complaint, but actually this was good for my plan, so I don't know.
No, but yes.
Shut up, that's why.
Oh god, they're flashbanging us. Well, two can play at that game.
I do like this keyblade, but how it's kind of basically just turned into an actual fucking sword at this point. It's not even like a bat anymore.
Two become one, I believe it's called, although you may have to refresh my memory on that one comment section. The final mix selection of keyblades always kind of goes over my head, leaves my memory as quickly as it entered.
Kairi.
I know as the series went on, Ultimate Weapon just became more and more sword-like, basically.
Yeah, and red for some reason in 3, where it was gold or blue otherwise.
I kind of lean more towards, the Keyblades anyway, that are more like swords as opposed to bats. I mean, they're all bats, of course.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You got stuff like Sleeping Lion, which kind of looks like a sword anyway. There's Metal Chocobo, which is just a cool kind of deal. Fenrir, which, again, is sword-like, so.
Yeah, there you go, there you go. Meanwhile, I'm yes, I will have Crab Claw. Thank you very much. And I will also have Final Form. Now, this is a very particular... Well, there's a very particular way, I should say, of activating this. Only after you've beaten Roxas, or encountered him, I guess, in the original version of the game, can you randomly get a chance to unlock Final Form when you go into any other drive form.
Do you remember grinding that out? Because I did want to get Final Form, because Master Form's okay, but I mean, it's just not as cool as Final Form because of the dual psychokinetic Keyblade wielding, which, as you know, I'm a huge fan of.
Of course.
Be careful.
We'd get our weapons, but we'd have to animate that.
Come get these hands! We are girls!
Going to the party! Just... Oh man, her channel changing a little too much. She's phasing in and out of reality, feels like.
Namine. There you are.
Me and the boys.
We foresaw this, you see. Look, just because you'll be part Xehanort in another game doesn't mean you get to be omniscient now.
I'll take you to see Sora. You don't want that?
Not really. I would rather not be in a castle between worlds.
Personally, I've wondered what Titus has been up to this entire time.
If I had a heart, this would be where I'd die of laughter.
Oh, Cyax, you sassy bitch. Have some karma.
See, I like how Riku took one hit to kill those guys, where usually they're a lot tougher when you fight them in-game.
Well, you see, if, Sora had access to the debug menu and just put cutscene mode all on, he would blitz through Organization 13 even easier than he already did.
Call it an accessibility option.
Hadouken!
Hadouken! Yeah, there we go.
We're on the same wavelength there. Shogoosh!
I'm gonna do my command grab move.
Bye-bye.
See, again, anybody can just literally open these fucking up, right? I bet Pluto could if he tried hard enough.
I know. There have been some cartoons where he gets angry at Mickey for leaving him for the day and whatnot. There's got to be some darkness in there.
Riku, you're really here?
What?
Listen, I'll tap it anyway, Riku, sorry. I guess I'm just trying to think of the most inconvenient and weird members of Organization 13. That could be, there's like Pluto, there could be Mike Wazowski, of course. Now, I remember personally having a bit of trouble with these because, again, I played vanilla. You kind of have to time the block accordingly, otherwise they'll hit you with their cubes. So, you know, I've got tagged by it a few times.
Right. As we go through the stronghold here, we will be encountering pretty much every type of nobody here. Except for, like, lock scenes, because, spoiler alert, they weren't invented yet. You'd have to wait until Kingdom Hearts 3 to encounter those.
Now, I'm trying to remember what, like, Lexius's Heartless were. Not Heartless, I'm sorry, Nobodies, and, like, maybe Zexians and things like that. I don't seem to recall the type they used.
I don't think they were ever shown, to be honest. I could look them up, but,
Yeah, look them up and see if we can get any, because, I mean, if they invented large scenes, you know, maybe they had concepts for the others coming around. Like, I guess, you know, how they hid, like, Zexian's weapon for a long time, but I think they knew from the start that it was going to be like a book.
Alright, these lesser nobodies are sorcerers, which belong to Xemnas, snipers, which are Xigbars, obviously, dragoons, Zaldin, berserkers, I believe are Psyxes. Yeah, controlled by Psyx. Assassins are Axles, that makes sense. Dancers, I'm assuming, are Demixes. Gamblers, no surprises for guessing who they belong to. Reapers, I'm pretty sure, are Marluxias. Ninjas are Thingamabobs, Larkscenes. Samurai are Roxases, and then we have Dusks, which just belong to everyone. And I believe Xemnas can actually control every single one.
Huh. So they never really invented one for Lexius? That's weird.
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
Where's Kairi?
Remember what they would have used as a concept then.
These are all based, obviously, on the Final Fantasy class system.
She doesn't.
That's true, yeah, that's a good point. It probably would be something like...
to believe that?
I wonder if they did have like a barbarian type of class. I think they did. In Final Fantasy, at least some of the games. So that would probably fit, obviously, for Lexius.
Or a monk or something?
I don't know about monk, because again, they didn't have like a power fist user. Now, they had a power fist user, like I've been saying. You know, that would be a good time to use like monk, you know, nobodies.
So yeah, Lexius and Vexen, the only two not to have lesser nobodies. Very interesting.
Now all they need is one more helping from the keyblade bearer.
Nom nom time.
I take my boys wherever I go. They're my support team.
When you drop a single grain of sugar on the rec room floor.
Yeah, pretty much. Those fuckers just, like, come crawling.
Archer walks in, he's wearing an organization coat. Do you want ants? This is how you get ants.
It's really you!
Yes, girl!
Oh no, not girls.
You leave Sora alone!
This is always a good plan, by the way.
This is... Let me fly!
Crunch. Yeah, that ended like I thought it was gonna end.
Really should have thought this through.
So I love this bit. You know, Riku saves her.
Take it.
Hands her like a keyblade, just kind of out of nowhere. Now, I know, obviously, in Kingdom Hearts 3, they train her as, like, an actual keyblade wielder. And, you know, because Aqua touched base with her way back when, that makes sense that that connection is there. But at the time, remember, we didn't really know this, so where the fuck did he get this keyblade from to give to her?
Well, the reason she can use a keyblade, period, is because she accidentally touched Aqua's keyblade when Aqua was defending her back in Radiant Garden at Birth by Sleep. And obviously we know Terra did the inheritance ceremony or whatever with Riku on Destiny Islands. So, something along those lines, I believe.
You know, because if keyblades are, like, generated by, like, yourself sometimes. You know, like, for example, Axel kind of just made one out of thin air. Maybe they just had it in storage for a while to use, like, Goodwill Keyblade. They gotta give it to somebody to train with. I don't know.
Huh. Apparently... Well, I say apparently, this is just some dude on a message board. They said keyblades are formed inside the heart of wielders. Riku just pulled Kairi's out before she herself was able to summon it.
Okay, that's a little strange. I guess now I'm sitting there going, well, what would my keyblade look like? I'm sure we've had this talk before.
Of course.
But if it's formed based off the heart, you know, I'm going to do something silly, like it's going to be like a sword gun kind of deal, you know, like an actual gun blade, but maybe like a plasma rifle or something like that.
Just like something out of Doom.
You know, you could aim it like the plasma rifle and fire it like the plasma rifle, and then maybe when it slashes it, like it's like a chain whip kind of deal, because whips are cool. So.
Why do you get to have the best keyblade of the series?
Because I'm fucking awesome, that's why.
It's been too long, my friend.
You ever had stinky face?
Ansem the wise.
I know what that's like.
Why didn't you come to me before things got so bad?
Well, Mickey, you know how
Xemnas,
guilt and anger works.
superior
They
is
would
nobody
say,
else
as a matter
I
of fact,
know.
that anger and
My
hate are
former
supreme, but
friend.
hopefully nobody repeats that line.
Burden was mine to bear.
Is that all?
Even when angry, Mickey is still a little bit cute, let's be honest.
It's kind of weird to see, like, Mickey be, like, full-on rage mode or something like that. I guess the closest we got was when, you know, that huge fake-out Goofy is definitely dead, guys, so...
And then when he tried to cast Ultima at fucking Master Xehanort.
My pride.
I can't help you with revenge.
I fucking love that. Because if you save it as a screenshot and post it on Twitter, you can't tell who's actually saying the
Where
line.
is he?
Must be with his friend.
I just love to throw people a curveball
Riku
every
was
so
a
often.
great
I adore Kingdom Hearts and all its eccentricities,
wandering the
but even I find them
After
amusing
you
from
and
time
he
to time.
lost track of each other.
Yeah, with some screenshots, you know, it's
We didn't
definitely
lose
peak
each other
fucking video
exactly.
games, because you have to,
Riku
again,
left-
remember, this came out in, like, the 2000s.
Xehanort's heartless
It's
was still inside his
absolutely
heart, troubling
has
him.
the energy of the
And he
time
sure must have
period,
been
you know?
suffering. But what I don't understand is why he looks like that now, when he's still Riku at heart.
Oh, Mickey, do I have a game for you? And it's easy to play. You can play it on the go.
When I met Riku the first time, he still had the appearance of a boy.
You know, with all things considered, I really did like how the
Probably because he had
series
such a strong
kind of,
heart.
you know, brought in, like, you know, actors
asked
from
him to
classic
find a young
sci-fi,
man
even a
named
few
Roxas
classic horror
from
films. Obviously, you know,
Organization
Christopher Lee
13
here
and bring him to
was
me.
in a version of Dracula.
When I told him it would
But of
help
course, he
Sora
was Count
awaken
Dooku
from
in
his
Star
slumber.
Wars, and again, you know, it's just
Riku
really
left
cool
without a word.
to have people like that within the series. You know,
Before
Mark Hamill,
Roxas,
Christopher Lee,
And I can only surmise
who was
Riku
that other
lost
guy? You know, Leonard
Riku
Nimoy,
must
of
have
course, had to
realized
remember
then
the
that
VA of the
the
villain
realm
for a
of
minute here.
darkness
You know,
would
Rutger
immerse
Hauer even
himself
for a little
in
bit,
that
Christopher
same
Lloyd.
darkness.
I had this sudden thought in my
When he
head,
did,
man, Peter Wells, RoboCop,
so
should do a
became
voice in this series. That would be kind of neat. So,
Riku brought
you know, I
Roxas
still
back
think
to
that's a
me,
really cool bonus
he
if
was
you know those kind of
introducing
movies.
himself as Ansem. If that was what it took to awaken his friend, he was ready to live in darkness.
And so he started binging Evanescence's back catalogue.
Riku was the victim.
Wait, I was doing that already. Why don't I live in darkness?
Because you didn't want it hard enough.
I didn't get enough of that off of
Oh, my heart
LimeWire at the
ached.
time.
I could only laugh to hide my shame.
I guess it must have been after that when I saw Riku again.
I hope you've been
He
keeping
said he
track of the
wanted to help
timeline. Ha
Sora,
ha!
But he made me promise.
Yeah, they didn't invent the
Promise
wiki
that
yet,
Sora
so...
wouldn't
Oh,
ever
man.
find out
Yeah, back
about
in the
what
day, it was
happened
the
to him while
wild
he was
fucking
out in the
west.
darkness.
No, that was kind of nice. I mean, yeah, you had to filter what was shit and what wasn't. But
Friend,
it was that nice little
time
kind of
has
like time
come.
period
I
where
must make
everything
amends
felt like
to these
independent
young
as opposed to now where it's just like 5 fucking corpos and they own everything again, so...
And let me get my wacky exploder gun here.
Took this from Chuck E. Cheese, I needed it.
Really? Don't touch my orb.
You can ponder it, but you can't touch it.
Get off!
It took him like 30 minutes to get those off of him. They're perfectly choreographed up there.
What's going on?
Oh, here we go.
Now I'm interested in this particular boss fight because I played, you know, again, vanilla, and I had a heck of a time with this fight because you don't have access to the dodge option, so I kind of want to see how things
Show
get
yourself.
modified for the final mix version.
Oh, it sounds like you haven't. Sora, Roxas,
I'm one of those.
Roxas?
Donald!
Hey, did
Yes,
he just
Donald!
call
I'm here
Roxas?
for you!
You really put Organization 13 in a pickle.
Funniest shit I've ever
I guess
seen.
that must be why the Keyblade chose you. But man, did it pick a dud this time.
I know Xigbar obviously
like
has
you're
the
half
long
the
game
hero the
going on.
others were.
Still a little bit hard
Are
to,
you done
you know, take him
rambling?
seriously when he sounds like Bill and Ted.
He's on his own excellent adventure, so,
I'm
you know,
trying to tell
we
you
love
straight
Xigbar. We love
that
him
your time
because he's the best
is
schemer.
up.
This is true. This is Xigbar's excellent adventure when you think about it.
Here he comes!
Guys, I think a boss fight is starting.
No, you're supposed to be out of range as a sniper. Yeah, well, these are also handguns, so bite me.
Actually, yeah, did they change back the censorship they did? The original version of this game with his guns? No, oh no! Hey, no, he connects it this time. Nice.
Booyah. Yeah, for those of you not in the know, in the original version of KH2, they had to censor that because snipers, guns, I guess, that's a no-go. He looks like he's using Fisher-Price stuff, so he kind of gets away with it.
His pre-nobody version kind of used more like traditional crossbows, and this is still kind of a crossbow set of guns, in a sense, even though, you know, they don't have the little bows in the end that kind of help launch them. Vanilla version of this fight, really my strategy was to kind of just block the combo, wait till the warp snipe comes in so I can warp over more reliably and kind of combo him. That was kind of my only reliable option, but it seems like Spar's doing a way better job with this one now.
Oh boy, here we go. This is usually where a lot of people eat shit and die. I know I did.
I mean, I didn't die to this attack, but I absolutely took a butt-fuck load of damage because, oh, well, I guess just kind of like Spar's doing.
Thank you, Donald. Friend of friends.
You know, last night I was watching a video where people were using, like, Roman candle miniguns. So that's what this reminds me of when Donald kind of pops off his limit.
I'm a healer, but... almost there.
And, of course, you know, kind of zooming in when he goes time to reload. That was the other way I was kind of mainly getting in on him.
Oh, too bad, Spar. Couldn't get in like one cycle, mate.
This shouldn't kill, though, should it?
No, you gotta finish off with a combo. This is Kingdom Hearts 2 still.
That would be kind of awkward if that killed him, admittedly. Or you can do that.
Oh my god, Donald, are you okay? It looks like it rebounded off his plush ass and into Xigbar's spine. I'm reminded of the Only Plays LP when they got to this bit.
Why did you
Did a
call
little
me
bit of roleplay with
Roxas?
Xigbar. He's like, I am not who you think I am, which is hilarious considering they knew nothing about Kingdom Hearts 3 at the time.
I am definitely dead, guys.
I mean, he went back to being a regular person, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's true. And then he pulled it again, where I am definitely dead again this time, guys.
Uh-oh, they need our help.
Sora and Riku are together. We have no part to play here.
They didn't give me models for
Gee,
fighting.
I
I
wonder
can't
if
help
Riku
you.
will-
Seriously though, this gun is a rental. I have to have it back at the
Riku
store for
chose
9.
that form so he could use the power of darkness. It won't be easy.
Come on guys, they're shadows.
Yeah, it won't be that easy. Exactly. He's struggling on a basic shadow.
Kairi, we're on our way.
Unless they put like 2 or 3 more bosses in the way, then I might be a little bit slow.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
It's me!
Now, Donald, remember that it's not Ansem. He just went around telling everybody that he was.
Thank you. Oh god, my heart is failing.
Ugh, your heart is failing.
Well, I'm sorry. When I have to be the optimistic one for 13 fucking years, it gets a little tiring.
Oh, gosh.
And yes, I checked. That it's been 13 years since we did the original.
And you do us a good service, Tom.
I think you're just saying that because you're a good friend, and also you want to be paid.
That does help. Yeah, you know. Helps a lot.
Here's my berserk attack. Whee!
There we go.
Didn't dodge your way out of that one, did you?
You know, that is a little preview for Sykes' actual boss fight, but I never got that command until I actually got to the boss fight, and then later I found out, oh, you could do this with the nobodies as well.
Interesting, because you could do that as early as, like, Twilight Town when you first encounter Sykes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because remember, these guys show up and they're there. I guess you just didn't bother to scour the battlefield.
I did not know. It's attracting hearts like dust.
If you were looking carefully there, the model on the ground looking up had his hood up. Oh, okay. Just go ahead and slap me with the truth, why don't you? I thought I was going to point out a little contradiction.
Aren't you, like, not supposed to stare directly at the moon during, like, an eclipse or whatever?
You may be thinking of the sun. Also, this is not an eclipse.
Shine your pale light on this empty realm. Share your power with all nobodies.
This is my big monologue, don't interrupt me!
Xemnas, is Kingdom Hearts ready?
The third one won't be out for quite a while, but we'll get there.
Then I can end this charade?
Hold on, powering up.
Indeed.
How I've waited to hear that.
Guys, get the knives.
Just that one organization member that pulls out the fucking shotgun.
Yeah, you, honestly.
I'm sending your hearts to the Shadow Realm, motherfucker.
You are different, Kairi, but I'm just glad you're here.
You and Riku never came home, so I came looking for you.
Yeah? How'd that work out for you?
I'm sorry.
This is real.
You smell like Goofy.
Man, you really are bony, Zora. You're exactly how I remember you.
Well, I'll be leaving now.
Wait, Ansem! I mean, Xehanort's heartless.
See, Xehanort's heartless is kind of really awkward to say. He really
Never
needed
thought for a
another,
second
like,
that
short
I'd ever
name.
See you again. Just thinking about all the things you did makes me really mad.
Yeah.
But you saved Kairi, right?
So, you know, all that genocide,
I have
all
to
that
be
death,
grateful for that.
cat's out, really.
Thanks.
Pooh's Adventures of Kingdom Hearts.
Riku, don't go.
What?
Huh? Kairi, what did you just say?
Riku.
I'm no one, just a castaway from the darkness.
I'm swole now. I don't need you guys.
Sora, come
You
here.
wouldn't understand.
Say something to him.
I would. I don't want to, but I do.
Here, let me get a feel.
And here we have one of the most infamous scenes to certain people in all of Kingdom Hearts.
Close your eyes.
Because as you know, he already knew Kairi was safe on Destiny Islands. He had no idea where Riku was. And then he turns up looking like his old antagonist. Like, yeah, it's a little bit weird.
The polycule is back together.
Jesus Christ. I remember you being whiter, Riku.
Riku! It's Riku. Riku's here.
Do you have to grovel right in front of me?
I looked for you.
I mean, I know this is endearing, but
Come on,
I'm getting a
Sora.
little embarrassed.
You've got to pull it together.
I looked everywhere for you.
I didn't want you to find me.
I didn't like how now he starts talking with Riku's voice, which makes this even more awkward to look at.
Could you have done that all this time? I'm sorry, I just liked Richard Epcar's voice.
Yeah, this is why I didn't use my original voice all this time. It didn't really fit.
Oh, it's even weirder in default face.
Sora never did pick the brightest friends.
Oh, what? Come over here and say that.
Why didn't you let me know you were okay?
Because I look like a fucking 8-foot-tall tan man. Sorry.
Would be a little bit weird if someone like me was sending letters to someone like you.
I fought with Ansem, with Xehanort's heartless. When it invaded
Maybe we
my
should call it
heart
like
when I won,
Zartless, you know? Just to have a little short name for him.
I don't like that, because it rhymes with Shartless.
ransom myself.
Does that mean you can't change?
I like how in
This battle
Baldur's Gate
isn't
3,
over.
Shadowheart, like her
Until
nickname
it
is just Shart. That's what people call her.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Let's finish it. You're still Riku. no matter
Well,
what.
anyway, we have a dog, a duck, a woman, and a big buff tan man.
So how
We
about
have
it?
the power to end this
Think we can
organization.
handle one last rumble together?
Wait a minute, I think I've heard the start of this joke before. They all walk into a bar, right?
I don't think there's any kind of alcohol being served in this place. Yes!
Oblivion's pretty good. It's not sword-like, but it's got that cool gothic look to it, so I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it pairs with Oathkeeper, but I've never been the biggest fan of Oathkeeper's design. I mean, it's okay, but, I don't know.
Magic do go down a little bit, but, you know.
Other number go up. That's what I want.
Yes, Sora, I am a girl.
I know, right?
Alright, folks, that'll do it for this part. We'll see you next time when the endgame of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix continues.